Good morning, good morning, good morning. Goeiemorgen. I've come on a bit early just to do all the greetings and stuff. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Ek wil nie te veel van julle tyd opneem nie. Goeiemôre al my vriende, al ons UIM lede, al ons ondersteuners, all our supporters, our members, our friends. A hearty good morning to you. It's been a while since I've been live because I've been on the ground and working and engaging with the people. Maar ek wil nou eers, kom ons begin eers by die mooi dinge, né? Kom ons begin by die mooi dinge. Daar's mooi goed wat gebeur in ons land. En ek dink soms fokus ons te veel wel die nie so mooi dinge, the negative stuff is actually overwhelming the beautiful. Môre Marius, môre Anne-Marie. En Sean, goeiemôre Sean, môre. Yeah, the negative is overwhelming the positive at the moment. But let us focus also on the beauty. One of the beauties that I would like us to focus on this morning is the fact that our women's soccer team, Banyana, hoor ek wil nie snaaks wees nie, maar ek is baie trots op daai meisies. They have won the Women's African World Cup of Soccer. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but anyway, they took the cup. Our women's soccer team, our national women's soccer team. For those who don't know, van sommige van ons is mos nog bietjie in ons blikkies en so aan te kies. It is a huge thing that we have won that specific cup. And I would just like to honor and say kudos to our coach, Desiree Ellis, who has done a phenomenal job, and she was even named as Coach of the Year. Dis ons mense, Suid-Afrikaners. So we must embrace and celebrate the beauty in our country because there's a lot of beautiful things happening. All right? So I am very happy and I was very excited when I saw 4 giants on the UIM screen. Yes, my brother from another mother, or my brothers from another mothers, my Neil de Beer, our president of the UIM. Die duiwel het gedink dis klaar met hom, né? Die duiwel maak hom laat, right? Because by God, it ain't over until God says it's over. And this guy has been called by God to do phenomenal work. So there is no way that the devil can just come in and rip him out. Not with so much prayers and positive words, godly words, inspirational words coming from you, all of them. I really appreciate your support and everything. And ek wou eintlik nie live gegaan het vanoggend nie, voor ek nie met hom gepraat het nie. Maar okay, omdat ek lief is vir julle, moet ek mos nou hier wees en met julle ook gesels. But I just wanted to hear his voice first. And of course, my favorite SG, Jacques Talliard, did a phenomenal work in facilitating everything, bringing everything together. And my brother Shafiq also coming with his knowledge. Each time Shafiq speaks, I'm enlightened. I hear something else. Hy praat nie baie nie, but when he speaks, there's just wisdom coming out. And of course, my all-time hero, Ian Cameron, also came on board and gave us his input and his contribution. Thank you so much from my side to thank you very much to everyone. Julle wat doen ek lees boodskappe terwyl ek praat. Not good, want dan praat ek nonsense. So this morning I am very honored to just bring everything together. The past few days I've been on the road. And I would just like to make something clear here. Ons mense kan nou, why do we just make such interesting conclusions, man? Neil de Beer is simply Easter, yes. Neil is die beer, the bear, Neil the bear, Neil the lion. There's few hyenas shame. Hulle steek nou en dan hulle koppe uit. Toe sê Jacques klomp hasies, hulle gaan in hulle gate en dan kom hulle uit en vang hulle twak en dan gaan hulle weer terug. Nie tyd vir hasies nie. In elk geval, so the past few days, it was actually an honor to just be in the midst of greatness, great, humble, godly, focused people. My brother from the UK came through. Cornel Lochenberg came through all the way from Brighton, where he lives, because his heart is here in South Africa, because he is a South African. Dr. Paul Coupe was also on the road with us. I'm thinking to myself, you've got so many responsibilities as a pastor and as an advocate. Why would you be on the road with us? Then we also had Dr. Tros Becker with us, a medical doctor coming with medical input, giving us the facts, because we understand people want to hulle wil nie van Fatima Abdool af hoor van die mediese goeders nie. They want to hear from the real medical doctor. Then we have Sibongile, who's also a passionate activist, speaking for her people, speaking for South Africans, speaking her heart and understanding the dynamics of our communities. Then my hero, julle my dag was gemaak, because I really wanted to have a selfie with Sabelo Sibanda, because he just, in his calm and cool and collected way, he has won, of course, with the support of everyone else, of Action for Freedom, which is not a political party, guys. Yesterday ons mense kan hom dwars wees. Vra iemand nou daar op Facebook, is sy nou by 'n nuwe politieke party? Nee, nee, asseblief tog, nee. So Sabelo Sibanda came all the way from Cape Town on Saturday, flew in from Cape Town, engaged with our members in Soweto, and flew out again, because he deemed them so important that he incurred those costs to come in and out to give our people the necessary information. Wie was daar nog gewees? At some places, I randomly asked other experts to just engage with our people, soos Ricky Erasmus, wat ook haar gedeelte bygedra het, wat gepraat het oor die regte van mense wat afgedank was as gevolg van die feit dat hulle nie hierdie gifstof wil inneem nie. So she came with her expertise. I'm trying to think who else was on board, but those were the people that I remember. Oh, Nisha Singh there in Indonesia, she also came on board, hosting us on her radio station to get the information out there. Here in Eastris, we had Poort FM, Markeleen Roach, who accommodated us there so that we can also speak about this. Now, I will be speaking in codes, because I've been realizing that the minute you say certain words, this platform actually throttles you. We also know that this platform is throttling the United Independent Movement page. Last night, I saw it myself. We couldn't get past a certain number of people, and people contacted me and said they are struggling to view the live. So that happens when the platform itself throttles you. My personal page has been throttled almost the whole year. I do not go beyond 33,000 people. And when you go in from the outside onto my page, you will struggle if you want to join. So we understand the dynamics. But while we were busy broadcasting, we also noticed that certain words, certain names, the minute you mention those names, then our broadcast is being disturbed. So why am I telling you that? Sodat julle kan weet. Ons word dopgehou, ons word gemonitor, nie net ek nie, ons. As ek praat van ons, julle inkluis. Ons bewegings word dopgehou, hulle noem dit algoritme, net nog 'n manier om te sê dat hulle besig is om op ons te spioneer. So, and if I speak in codes, moenie vir my vra, wat is vitamin IV nie? Jy weet nou al teen die tyd wat dit is. Okay? Why were we on the road? We were on the road because on the 5th of August, I don't even know where to start. What our normal fellow citizens are not aware of, waarvan ons mense nie bewus is nie, is die volgende. I will say this in Afrikaans and English. Please bear with me. If you don't understand Afrikaans, ask the Holy Spirit to just interpret for you. But I will relate it in English as well. Maar ek moet met die Afrikaanse mense ook praat. Because this is one of our exact points is, and that is the fact that information is not being divulged to people in their mother tongue. Afrikaans, English, Xhosa, isiZulu, Sepedi, Setswana, Shivenda, Ndebele, all those languages. The information that I'm about to give you now is not available in those languages. What made this campaign so phenomenal is the fact that Dr. Kupe, Sabelo, Sibongile, they were all together and they spoke in the language of the people. They spoke the language that the people understand. And the lights went on. And it made me a bit sad that the lights are only coming on now, and it made me happy as well. So, my mense, ek dink ek het dit al genoem, dat ons huidige regering is besig, nou laat ek eers die volgende sê, hoekom is die so belangrik vir Fatima Abdool? Want ek besef, dat as hierdie regulasie wet gemaak gaan word, dan is die lewe waaraan ek en jy gewoond geraak het, ongelukkig die afgelope 2 jaar, kyk ons lewe mos nou in 'n ander wêreld. Die wêreld waarin ons tans lewe, is nie die wêreld waarin ons geleef het voor 2020 nie. Kan ons realisties wees daaromtrent. Baie dinge het verander. En daar's nog steeds mense wat voel, ag, weet julle, kan julle net saamspeel asseblief? Kan ons net terugkeer na normaal? Dit gaan nooit weer gebeur nie. Okay, just table that down. We are living in a new world, not a new world order. Please don't misconstrue my words. But that is the scenario that has been created by a small group of people. Hier is die inligting wat ons vir ons mense gegee het, op grondvlak. En ek was so bly dat professionele mense saam was, want as mense soos ek praat, dan lyk dit asof ons mal is, en ons het ons kouse gerook. Die huidige regering wil 'n regulasie wet maak. Wat is dit? Dit is die volgende. Dit is een ding wat nog gebly het nadat Action for Freedom die departement van gesondheid hof toegeneem het, omdat hulle ons mense 30 dae en toe later 40 dae gegee het om hulle misnoë aan te teken of om die ding te bevraagteken. Die saak was gewen en dis waarom ons tyd gekry het tot en met die 5de Augustus. En dit beteken dit is 90 dae. Wat ons nie reg gekry het nie, is die feit dat ons nie daarop aangedring het dat dit was nou nie deel van die saak gewees nie. Ons het nie daarop aangedring dat hierdie vrot regering, die demoniese, satanistiese regering, ek moet dit sê, dit moet deurgee na ons mense toe nie. En die maklikste manier hoe hierdie frotsels, demoniese, satanistiese goed dit kon gedoen het, was om op TV te gaan en dit met die mense daar te deel. Daai minister, sogenaamde minister van gesondheid, wat ook oorgekoop is, hy is ook gekap. Hy is ook oorgekoop. Daar's amper sê ek daai woord. Hy kon net op televisie gegaan het en vir die mense die volgende gesê het. Mense, ons is besig om 'n regulasiewet te maak wat die volgende insluit. Dat as ons enige iets vermoed dat jy enige tipe siekte het, of jy nou 'n kuggie het, of jy nou te veel nies op 'n slag, of jy kla van 'n hoofpyn of so aan, en iemand meld jou aan, dan het ons die reg om mense te stuur om jou te kom haal en jou te neem na 'n fasiliteit wat terloops, ons het die fasiliteite gesien, dit bestaan. Vra maar vir Auntie Patricia, want sy het die goedkeuring gegee om hierdie dam goeders te bou. Port Nolloth is een van hulle, ek het die videoklips gesien, in 2021 het 'n verpleegster wat daar werk vir my gewys, Fatima, ek is aangestel om hier te kom werk, hier's nog geen pasiënte nie, niks nie, maar ek is veronderstel om elke dag hiernatoe te kom, en dit is hoe dit lyk, en dit het vir my baie weird gelyk, soos 'n konsentrasiekamp, in elk geval. So die wetgewing sê, dat hierdie land se regering die reg gaan hê om jou weg te neem na een van hierdie fasiliteite toe. En daar mag hulle toetse neem en enige vloeistof van jou trek of neem of swabs van vat, om te kyk wat fout is met jou. Nou dink nou baie mooi, waar is daar oral vloeistof in jou liggaam wat bekom kan word deur swabs of sulke goedjies? Dink baie mooi, hoe jy hoe jou liggaam absoluut, ek weet nou nie wat, ge-invade wat hulle van plan is om te doen. Van kop tot toon is daar plekke, mense, persoonlike, private plekke, where you will be violated. Ek gaan dit nou in Engels sê. Dit stop nie daar nie. Die wetgewing of die regulasie sê ook, dat hulle kan besluit watter behandeling hulle jou moet gee. Onder andere die gifspuit. Soos hulle voel, jy het hierdie beroemde sogenaamde kiem, hulle kan besluit, nee, hulle gaan jou daarvolgens behandel. Hier is die probleem. Jy mag nie jouself verset nie. As jy verset, dan breek jy die wet en jy mag in die tronk geplaas word. Nou as dit vir jou klink soos 'n riller, my broer, my suster, dit is 'n riller. En dis waarom ons die moeite gemaak het om van plek tot plek te gaan. Nie soveel as wat ons kan nie, of as wat ons wou nie, want dit kos geld, eerlikheid, die petrol, dit is net petrol wat ons moes betaal die hele tyd. Jy as 'n Suid-Afrikaner, daai varke, demoniese satanistiese goed, ou fossiele, het 'n ooreenkoms geteken met die Wêreldgesondheidsorganisasie dat hulle dit sal doen. En dit wil ek ook dan nou sê. Hierdie regulering kom nie van hierdie land se regering af nie. Dit kom van die Wêreldgesondheidsorganisasie af. Mense daar buite. Maar omdat ons regering 'n handtekening geplaas het en ingestem het, hierdie sogenaamde persoon wat sit in die stoel van die president het ooreengekom. Nou waar kry ek al die inligting? Yesterday ek is hoeveel dae, 'n hele paar dae saam met mense wat hierdie inligting vir ons mense oor en oor gegee het, en nou gee ek dit nou net vir jou. As hierdie wetgewing, as hierdie ding 'n wetgewing gaan word, dan is ons in ons glories. Dan is al die probleme, en ons het baie probleme. Ons het verskriklik baie probleme. Ons het buitelanders wat kom om ons dood te maak. Ons het ons eie mense wat mekaar doodmaak. Ons het vrouens wat doodgemaak word. Ons het kinders wat doodgemaak word en ontvoer word. Ons het infrastruktuur wat besig is om in mekaar te val. Die lys gaan aan en aan en aan. Daar's plekke wat nie water het nie. Dit is 'n gemors. En bo op dit is hierdie mense besig om so 'n wetgewing te beplan vir ons hier in Suid-Afrika. Now I will say this in English. The current government, the Department of Health, is planning or busy making this specific health regulation law. Now, you all know if something is law and you resist, you will be breaking the law. And my brother Cornell says it so nicely. It doesn't mean that if it is law, it is right. Okay? Once upon a time, apartheid was also law, but it was not right. Once upon a time, slavery is still law in certain parts of the country, but it is not right. Okay? So the current government wants to make the following a law that should you be suspected of having a specific illness, if you just should sniff, cough, sneeze, have a temperature or whatever that looks like normal human illnesses, that you will be, I will explain to you now how it can happen. Because you're now asking myself, but how are they going to know that I was sneezing and coughing? I will explain. Besides the algorithms and stuff like that, let me just go back to. So if they suspected that they can have people come and fetch you against your will, because it will be law, against your will, and they will take swabs on any part of your body, take swabs of fluids of any part of your body. Now, you know your body. Where there are fluids, guys, there are private spaces where they can also invade. I call it rape because I don't see any other word to describe it. So that, and what they also plan, that if they have done these swabs and they deem it fit, they diagnose you with whatever, this regulation gives them the right to give you a treatment that they deem fit, including the poison shot, because that is the main objective, right? Eventually to give you the poison shot. I will explain to you why it is so important for them to do all of this. Now, this regulation does not come from our government. They are too daft to think of crap like that. It comes from, if I say the full word or even just the abbreviation, I will have a problem on this broadcast. But you know this health organization, okay, from the outside. It comes from them. Here's the thing. Because they want to make it law, and if it becomes law, you cannot resist. You cannot retaliate, because then you will be breaking the law. Right? Park that right there. Why South Africa? Because South Africa, the person who sits in the presidential seat agreed on this. You will see he always attends meetings. He's always with these guys. He's, I think, one of the only African heads of states that attends these. There was a huge conference where this health organization proposed all of these things, and money. Guys, think nicely. Why are we getting millions and millions of dollars each time? No one unleash. Oh, China has given so much. Oh, that one has given so much. Oh, that one has given so many millions. It's part of the deal. That is how we as South Africans has been sold out. 45, at this, I think it was in Geneva, I'm not sure, this conference, 45 heads of states from Africa said no. They rejected the offer and told that health organization where to get off. But they are so resilient. Hulle het nie gesê, oh, okay, ons los maar. They are still there. They are still trying to get their hands on certain countries, or certain countries in Africa. Proud to say that Botswana is one of the countries that rejected that offer. And of course, your head of state, he agreed because he saw the dollars. So, the original strategy has failed. They were supposed to give 70% of South Africans this poison shot. They failed because many people saw the crap for what it is, because of activists that spoke out, because of professionals that spoke out, that made people aware. Some professionals are being hulle word uitgejou as conspiracy theorists and so and so. I remember one female doctor, her name was splashed all over by mainstream media. It did so much harm that she has stopped speaking out for her people. The public also went crazy criticizing her. Trosbecker was ook, hy was ook gekritiseer and so on. But we succeeded to see to it that only 30% of this country received the death shot or the poison shot. 70% didn't do it, and yet we still have herd immunity. Now, for them, herd immunity meant inject 70%, then we have herd immunity. Now, we're Africans. God has given us phenomenal bodies. In Amerika het hulle 60% bereik because hulle is mos 'n klomp trop skaap, hulle volg almal wat gesê word. So what happened? Because they failed in delivering that, because that was the agreement with this health organization overseas. Now they went different ways. And by the way, none of the ministers in parliament has received, it was confirmed. They never got the death shot. Think about it. Right. They went and said the old people didn't die so much. First, then it was I don't know what age, ek het ook 'n boodskap gekry, die 50-somethings moet nou gaan. Then they went to the children. Now, because all of the laws before, even in our constitution, we as parents did not think we should have addressed that long time ago. And that is the fact that the government feels or deems it fit to say that they own the children, and that you, as a parent, they don't need your permission to give your child the clot shot. So it was upon you as a parent to condition and to teach your child. Ek sal nooit vergeet nie, 'n mamma wat vir my gesê het, "Man Fatima, ek stel nie belang in hierdie inligting wat jy vir my stuur nie. Ek het my kind klaar die inspuiting laat kry." Ek het gesluk. Ek was geskok. I couldn't believe what I heard. Not for her, I don't care about her, it's her body, but for the child, she did not think, because she did not have all the information. Now, there is no judgment towards anybody that has received this clot shot, because we understand the circumstances under which you got it. You were told if you don't have it, you can't travel. If you don't want to take it, you will lose your job. Some people did lose their jobs. There's now legal cases going on. Some people were told you will die if you don't get it. Truth of the matter is, your immune system has been compromised. Now, this is not me thinking it out of the air. No, it is medical doctors who has confirmed. Now, there are doctors and there are doctors. There are scientists and there are scientists. I am siding with the scientists and the medical people, the scientific people who did not receive money to perpetuate the injection, the death shot. I do not side with the ones, yes, that is also confirmed. I do not side with the ones who have received it and who were told to advance the clot shot. So onthou, daar's altyd twee groepe. Now you need to embrace the truth or investigate it for yourself. Right. After giving you all that information, what are you supposed to do now? For us to retaliate and to resist and to say no to all these regulations? Because on the Department of Health site, it is impossible to do it. They've designed it in such a way that jy gaan invul die hele dag. You will go from one page to the other page and to the other page. You can fill in anything. You can fill in a wrong ID number. You can give a false name. It still goes through. Like every other thing that this pathetic demonic government has touched, even that is a mess, right? What must you do? You go to shiftersvoice.com. No, not DSA, right? Shiftersvoice.com, and there you will fill in the necessary, and you will write in your own voice, like I wrote, I do not agree with the health regulations because it infringes on my human rights, it infringes on my constitutional rights. Freedom of movement is a constitutional right. Freedom of my body or protection of my body. This government is supposed to protect us, but they are going into another mode of not protecting us, but of violating us. So you go on that website, www.shiftersvoice, dis een woord klein letters, .com, right? And why am I doing this on the UIM page? Because the UIM is on the side of the people, right? The information that the UIM has gives me the mandate or the right. Ek hou nie eintlik weer van die woord mandate nie. Dit altyd het sulke negative connotations. But I am obligated to give my people the information. And because the UIM is against all of this that is happening, it is seker bombarded, okay? I will post the link when I'm done here. I will edit and just post the link there. And then also the red list, okay? So it's www.theredlist.com. Not .com, .co.za. You can also give your views on those pages. However, it doesn't stop here. We are many. Ons is oor die 60 miljoen mense. Maar julle sal nie glo nie, daar is 'n klein handjievol mense wat deelneem aan hierdie goed. Other people are completely oblivious. Solank hulle met hulle six-packs flippend sit en syp, en solank hulle net in hulle eie spasietjies is, hulle wil met hulle koppe in die grond in 'n gat in rondloop en dink, o nee, hierdie probleme gaan nie na my kant toe kom nie. But then there's people like you that will go out and share this information. Just share this video clip as well. Doesn't matter. But the information needs to go out there. I am going back to Etwatwa on Saturday because we were a handful of people, but the youth members came there and they said, no, you need to come back because we didn't know about this. So we are going back. We're going to speak to a hall full of young people about these health regulations. You see, when our young people are aware of certain things, because our young people are the majority in this country, they will spread the news and they will come up against all of these atrocities. There's people that don't have Wi-Fi, they don't have Facebook or whatever. You can write it on a piece of paper, delegate someone in your community to say this person must do it on your behalf. Here's your script. This is what you would like to say. Here's your name, your I don't know what else I think your ID number, whatever. You give it to that person can take a screenshot and that person can send it to these organizations. I will just repeat it again. Shiftersvoice.com, and theredlist.co.za. Enough wara wara, do. We need to get over to the doing part. 5 Augustus is om die draai. 5 Augustus is volgende week. Right? So, waar, ek kan nie sien nie. Waar's my broer? Julle die boodskapies is so klein hier, so in 'n hoek iewers. Ek kan nie sien nie. Môre my broer. Môre. So happy to have you here on board. Thank you so much for the support. God bless you, and I'm looking forward. Yesterday as ek kon nou Kaap toe Weskaap toe gestap het, dan het ek dit gedoen. Of dit gister gedoen. I was so tempted to go to the Western Cape with Cornell. He's going to be there in Bellville. I think there's another presentation. So thank you so much for listening to this very tedious, informative section. Please, when you're done with this live, asseblief, doen iets. Go on the websites, send the links to your people. They need to do the same. We need to step up and, stand up against everything that is against us. If something is not for you, it is against you. So we as South Africans, brothers and sisters, we have to take hands and address this together. Neil in the house, Mariana. Yes, I'm so happy that he's here. So that is it from my side. I would just like to also thank our national youth leader for doing a phenomenal work. Irritating a lot of people. Shame. But I also want to pray God's blessings upon every person, everyone in the UIM that is helping to grow this party little by little, step by step. Soos Neil so sê, bietjie vir bietjie, elke dag. Bietjie maak baie. Thank you so much. And if you would like us to come to you and start a branch, kyk dit is nie rocket science nie. Just get at least 10 people together. You choose who you want to put where. We come, we branchionize you, and you become a UIM branch that will do the work in your community, whatever work it is that you identify needs to be done. Okay? So, moenie weer sê, wanneer gaan julle, UIM, wanneer gaan julle hier na my toe kom? Nee, begin 'n UIM daar by jou. You start UIM there by you, in your vicinity, and we will support you in any way we possibly can. Righto, God bless you, keep well, and do what God has called you to do. Dis nie meer tyd om complacent te wees en te wonder wat jy moet doen nie. Jy weet nou al teen die tyd wat jy moet doen. As jy nie seker is nie, vra die Here. Step into your calling. Okay? And God bless you. God keep you. May His face shine upon you and give you